and the number of followers are coming in. A lot of people who are joining the video. Thanks everyone for coming in. We are just waiting for our guest to come in. Pooja Punjabi. Hey Ashwin. Okay. So today we are going to be taking a look at the world of entertainment. Hey Harsh, we are going to be looking in at a genre that not a lot of people look at, not a lot of people pay attention to, but it's pretty much part of everything that we do. Most of the entertainment that we consume. We are looking at the world of voiceover artists and someone who's made a very, very special name for herself over here. Her name's Pooja Punjabi. If you guys have ever watched Chhota Bheem, or with your younger siblings, or with your cousins, or even right now because you just want to do it, then you would have definitely heard her voice. Hey Pooja, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us this lovely Sunday.
For having me here. Yeah.
I was just starting to tell everyone about you, and I got to the part where I've told them you're the voice of Chhota Bheem, and also.
Okay, so fun fact. I used to do. There was one point of time when I used to do Chhota Bheem in Hindi and English. I continue to be the voice of Bheem in Chhota Bheem in English only now. I had to give up on Hindi because of some issues I had with the vendor.
Okay, then, you know what, I'm going to sort of slip in your instructions into every question that I ask you instead of me talking for around 5 minutes and then letting you jump in since you've already joined us. So, you are also the official Hindi voice of Jennifer Lawrence over here, Wanda Maximoff in the Avengers, and also the Disney Princess Rapunzel. So how do you imbibe all of these different characters? We'll get to the animation part a little later because I have a very interesting story that I remember you've told me about. So we'll start off with this one. Yeah. How do you imbibe yourself into all of these characters?
Here's something that I would want to, which may sound obvious to a lot of people, but I'm trying to familiarize people who are completely unaware of what goes behind, inside the soundproof studio. So, basically, if there is an animation or a feature film that we are doing, for example, a Jennifer Lawrence film or Rapunzel, the Tangled movie of the Disney Princess Rapunzel, we already have the English pilot with us, with all the dialogues and the final edit. So we also get to listen to the way the original actors have performed, and that becomes our Bible. So even the dubbing directors are always tell us that please follow the pilot. The original primary film that we record on is, in industry terms, is called pilot.
Okay.
So pilot follow karo. Should be tattooed on dubbing directors. So that helps in getting into the tone of the character and depending on what character they are playing. So I remember Jennifer's one of the film was Passengers. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There she had a very different kind of tonality from her usual, and Red Sparrow. Okay, no, I mixed up actually. It was Red Sparrow where she was playing a Russian spy, and so that demanded a slightly different tonality to her personality because there was a lot of mystery and ambiguity about what she's going to do next. So the pilot, of course, helps. Apart from the original content is not given to us when we are doing the originals here in India, we are only given the script. तो अगर इंडिया में कोई एनिमेशन हम रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमारे पास एक स्क्रिप्ट आती है where we try and make sense of the whole thing, and then we use our imagination. So that's one round of dubbing that happens then, because even the animators need the audio reference to sketch the characters upon. So once the animation is ready, the tape is sent to us for a round 2 of dubbing.
Okay.
Yeah, where we do the patchwork or any of the lines which are added or tweaked a bit. For example, there's this one line was said like we are in the same room, but when the visuals are ready, you will realize कि नहीं वो तो कहीं और बहुत दूर खड़ा है. So you have to really shout
Okay.
out loud.
Okay.
So yeah, so all of this makes sense once we have the footage with us ready. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you've been in this industry for almost over a decade now. So how have you seen the business evolve? First it used to be, we've seen a lot of Chinese movies with Hindi dubs and the kind of things that maybe this is not something that we want to
I
get into.
remember
But
the
now,
first dubbed movie which I went to see was Jurassic Park. And then
Okay.
Bombay was dubbed, Bombay Roja. Those were the films that I used
so
to dub.
91, 93, yeah. No, but see, okay, when we talk about Bollywood, I would imagine that those movies that come in, at least with someone like Mani Ratnam, they would be serious. I mean, he would be serious with the quality of dubbing. But then, you watch these Z Cinema, Sony Plus, and all of these things where you had a barrage of Chinese movies that were just taken, and some of it was never connected what the characters are speaking and what's happening on the screen. So, how have you seen it go from being that to something very, very professional?
See, with the new mediums and new content and the way the content was consumed, everything has evolved
Yeah.
with time. So a lot has changed. So even the content creators or people who were providing the localized content were also experimenting, trying to see what works in the market. तो जो सस्ता मिला पहले उसको उठा लिया just to test the market.
Best of market.
Yeah, so that was the litmus test, I would say, and things have evolved in becoming the what they have become now. So yesterday, my brother was watching Shrek in Hindi,
Okay.
and he
Okay.
was mighty impressed with the quality of dubbing that they had. So there was a time when people used to mock कि पहले मैं बहुत मोटा था, मैं बहुत पतला हो गया हो, that kind of a dubbing.
That kind
So
of
do you
thing, yeah.
see the infomercials being dubbed in that sense anymore? No.
No, we don't. It's gotten so much better now. Yeah. Okay. And now you've spoken about how you've seen the industry evolve. You've spoken about how you get into characters, onto live characters. But how difficult is it to get into an animated character? You've done Chota Bheem for so long. You've been doing a fabulous job. I mean, there are kids everywhere who would go mad if I tell them, I spoke to Chota Bheem. Like, why didn't you call me?
So as long as they get to listen to my voice, they are still fascinated. They get hugely disappointed when they see the face. Like, this can't be our Bheem. This is a fraud. Yes, apart from Bheem, I think I take pride in other characters also that I've done. Is Banbud and Budbak is a very popular show on Discovery Kids, and I'm voice of Badrinath. So I can see my friend is here, Anusha. Hi, Anusha. Thank you for joining. So yeah, Badri. So I tell you what, interesting fact, and I remember saying this same in another interview. Just to freeze on the laugh of that character, we had 12 sessions. Okay,
Each
Badri
session was
Hase.
for how long?
No, so each session we were trying to 1.5 hours, 12 visits. कि इसका ये tonality होना चाहिए, ये laughter होना चाहिए, मजा नहीं आया. So people who used to come and visit the studio, they were okay. Then Masood is also here. Hi, he's saying hi. Sorry.
No, that's fine. We have a studio, so please just come on.
Yeah. So they wanted a very peculiar laughter for Badri. That he is the one kid who is so naughty that people will start loving him.
Okay.
So that still remains to be the most close to heart character that I have done in originals. And I have received responses from grown-up adults saying कि आप ही हो ना जो बद्री करते हो. हाँ. Please आप मुझे एक voice note भेज दोगी क्या मेरा ये नाम है मुझे बद्री की आवाज. So yeah, it's cute. So when you say how do you get into a character, so because there is no pilot to be followed, it's an open canvas. You are allowed to go wild with the kind of delivery, with the kind of reactions that you want to give, You don't really have to time your in and out length of the lines. You can just, please can we have you do the laughter now?
Badrinath ka.
Iceberg Aditya, फरमाइश हो रही है. Okay. So are you even aware? Just ping me if you know how Badri speaks. अगर तुमको उसकी आवाज पता है तो मुझे बताना चाहिए. So I will continue with the thing. तो उसमें ना आपको खुला मैदान मिलता है, आपको जो चाहिए आप कर सकते हो. So there are people, animators there are dubbing directors there who were there to set a framework for you. But as an artist, I enjoy doing originals much more than I enjoy doing dubbing, because there I'm far more restricted and I'm required to match the pilot a lot. Lekin animation mein you can go wild, and I'm known to go wild.
You've been the voice of several characters for quite some time. So how do you ensure that you stay in character for so many years? Because it's pretty much like how when you start acting in a series or something, you have to maintain that same level of intensity. But here, the character doesn't age. Like if you watch Friends have
Chota Bheem will remain Chota Bheem.
Chota Bheem. So how do you stay in that role for so many years?
See, I don't know. There is no technical. He's saying he has seen the Discovery.
It's been a long time since he's watched Discovery Kids.
Anyway, I'll do the voice. That is going to be my sign off. That is also going to keep you anchored till the end. Yeah. What was the question? How to sustain the voice for that?
Sustain the voice. Yeah.
Honestly, यार it's not very mechanical for me to tell you कि second gear में गाड़ी ऐसे चलेगी और fourth gear में ऐसे चलेगी. You just learn on the job. You just practice. There are times when you just forget the lines, tone कि कैसा था, because the season 2 came after 2 years and you have no track of what you had done 2 years earlier. तो वो आपको reference सुना देते हैं कि देखिए इस तरह से कुछ आपने किया था. And then you build that memory. And you just deliver. I don't know. I cannot put it into words. It's not very technical and tangible for me to tell you कि क्या करना है.
No, because that's the thing. A lot of people assume that creative plan ठीक है बस वो तो सुबह उठ के उनको idea आता है and then they go out and do what needs to be done. But it doesn't work that way, because you need years and years of practice to get into that groove. So, which is why I was trying to see if we could sort of pick your mind over there.
Yes. So one thing about the sustaining of the voice, I would want to say that people who are fascinated or even intrigued about this field should know that आपको सिर्फ उस आवाज में बात नहीं करनी होती है. You have to maintain the same voice, laugh, cry, jump out of a cliff in the same voice. So even in your reaction, you cannot go back to your original voice. The sustaining the same voice has to remain throughout the episode, throughout seasons, and throughout so many years if the series is successful.
Of course, that was one of the things that has always fascinated me about voiceover artists and how they stick to the same character for so many years. Because it's very, very difficult. Like even as human beings, we keep we have like our voices change, our attitude changes.
बोली हुई forget speaking in a different voice. तुम अभी वो अपना बोला हुआ एक सेंटेंस सेम टोनालिटी में डिलीवर नहीं कर पाओगे
दो बार अगर. नहीं, no way, not possible for me. It's possible for you. And how would we have a lot of people who assume that just because they can do a good mimicry or they can replicate voices, that they're going to I'm going to go out and get into the VO industry. But how does that work out for you?
So of course, if you are good with mimicking, there is certainly an overlap. You will find some space in the voicing industry. There are specialized characters where they need good mimicry artists to dub, but that doesn't really ensure or an overall perspective of you taking up voicing as a full-time thing if you're only good with one aspect of it.
Okay.
So this is a very specialized. एक तो voicing itself is a very niche industry, उसमें से भी if you're focusing on mimicry and let's assume out of 12 actors that you can mimic, you know you are really good with just 3.
Okay, yeah.
Hannah, so that's actually limiting a lot of, that's actually narrowing the window of you getting opportunities more frequently.
Okay.
There will be, I'm not ruling out it completely, लेकिन सिर्फ मिमिक करता हूँ इसलिए वॉइसिंग में करियर बना लूँगा is not that linear.
How about people who are MCs at corporate events? You know, because generally every big corporate has a couple of people who speak very well. Generally, they're from HR, from that department. They speak very well and they're asked to host different events, town halls, and they may have very good diction, very good voice, very good poise. Do they make for a good fit in this business?
So, just a recap of what I just told you, having a good voice is not even a qualifier. This is something I told you even off the record.
Yeah.
कि अगर हमको 12 सेशन लगते हैं सिर्फ उस हंसी को लॉक करने के लिए, imagine you are required to unlearn everything that you have done till now. नहीं वो नहीं चलेगा, ये नहीं चलेगा, कुछ नया कुछ नया कुछ नया. And an anchor may have a good voice or a good diction, but they are still delivering the lines at their own pace, at their own comfort, in their own controlled setting. They are not required to match the lines in sync with the original, or not sure how good they will be in imagining कि ये character कितना बदमाशी कर सकता है. Yeah. For example, then again voicing में भी ना, there is a dubbing that's a different part जिसमें voice acting ज़्यादा required होती है. And there is a narration.
Okay.
A lot of
like
people
a Morgan
are
Freeman.
good. Yeah, a lot of people are good with Freeman तो अलग ही है. मतलब क्या ही बोल दिया तुमने. But yeah, there are people who are good with narration and not good with sync dubbing because it requires a lot of acting. So you really have to identify what works for you.
Oh.
Somebody is saying
Jennifer Lawrence became his favorite because of your voice. How do you select your projects? Okay, that's a good question.
I don't select my projects. Pinku दी. So Pinky Didi. I mean, मैं उनको Pinku अभी live पे क्यों बोल रही हूँ? Sorry. Pinky Didi is I don't know. She is my safety net. I have learned so much from Anju Didi and Pinky Didi. They run a studio they are veterans in voicing industry themselves, and I have learned so much from them. Pinky Didi, this is an appreciation message. Thank you for everything. So yeah. I don't. So coming back to the first question, no. Somebody asked me how do I select my projects. I don't select my projects. I get selected. So here's something serious. Irrespective of your experience, how many years you've been doing this or not, you still have to. Okay, this is right. You still have to go through the process of audition. आपकी seniority जो भी हो, आपकी versatility जो भी हो, हर बार आपको audition देनी ही पड़ती है. So whatever projects we get it on our merit. If you are somebody's people are not going to favor you if you're not able to perform and deliver what is expected. So yeah, there's a casting director who does the casting job. We are voice actors.
You have to basically meet the voice auditions and the standards that they set. And if you are suited, alright.
आगे मारो please जब भी वक्त मिले से like बदमाश आगे मारो. So आगे मारो is one of the series. It's actually a very popular Japanese series, and it used to run 10 years ago, even before I had son. On Cartoon Network, Pogo, yeah, one of those. I'm not too sure about the channel because it used to come on air even before I started, or maybe I had just begun to take up this profession. I have took up this profession then. But now, after 11 years, ये series वापस आई, and Pinky Didi के साथ ये series मैंने की है. And the Badmaash Aage Maru has a very Gujarati swing.
Okay.
To the live. and I will do it right now. I have to remember some lines. अरे तुम चिंता क्यों करते हो पप्पा? ये तो हमने रोका ही नहीं है, ये तो मैं फ्री में लेके आया ने. So he has a very good and I'm forgetting the lines. He is Sindhi girl in Guju Salya. So don't be fooled by my surname. I'm not a Punjabi. I'm a Sindhi, and only Pinky Didi can make me do such stuff. तो मैंने वो गुजराती swing में किया था. He is an absolute miser. Vivek is your hi. Vivek. Oh, he's a legend. Wow.
Is it difficult to talk normally after sounding like other people? How long do you remain in character once you get out of the studio?
I am yet to lose my sanity.
Okay.
I've managed to just sound myself. So you just tune in and tune out once you're out of the studio. So, very difficult.
Okay. You spoke about the time when you just started your career, but I don't know how many people know this, but you started off you were a product of the recession, like a lot of us are. We started off our careers.
The artist bit, yes.
Yeah, the artist bit, yeah. So can you take us through that journey on how did you get out? How do you start getting into this business? Because you used to be in HR before this.
No. So my first stint was with an HR company. That was when I was just fresh out of college. Do you lose your voice? Yes, sometimes I do. Yeah, so that was fresh out of college. I had a small stint with HR agency. Then the large part of my corporate career was with this company called Inform Media India, which was part of Expo Media Group. And although I joined there as a media relationship officer, I was soon promoted and sent to Europe to handle conference production for them. So that happened, and uske baad I moved to the last company I worked with was Cushman and Wakefield, because my entire khandan is into real estate. I was destined to do something in real estate. So all this while I was itching to be in a soundproof studio behind the mic. So I'd like to mention a very I don't know how to say it, but शराबी मूवी में ना अमिताभ बच्चन always used to call मुंशी जी कि हमारी जिंदगी का तंबू 3 बम्बुओं पे टिका है. So one of the bamboo who's holding the tambu of my life is Vallabh. He is my lifeline. So we are college friends, and both of us had decided to join this industry together, but I had to take a different route because of whatever personal reasons I had back then. Vallabh continued his journey, and he always used to say कि पोलैंड जा रही है तो क्या बड़ी बात है, तेरी डब की हुई फिल्म जब थिएटर में रिलीज होगी तब मैं खुश होऊंगा.
Okay.
So
That's a true friend.
Yeah. So I could not wrap my head around कि ये क्या है, खुश क्यों नहीं हो रहा तू? But anyway, so I joined Cushman in August 2008, and Feb में मुझे probation पूरा होके confirmation मिलने वाला था, and that's when they said, because the recession was either it was because of recession or I don't know what was the reason. They just told me that we no longer need your services. So after walking out of that conference room, I gave a call to Vallabh. This has happened. कहाँ है? ऐसे चोट के ट्रेन पकड़, ये बस पकड़, फला जगह पे उतर, फला स्टूडियो जा, इस आदमी से मैं ऑडिशन पे. ऑफ कोर्स मैं ऑडिशन में कुछ भी बोल नहीं पाई, तब सब हो रहा था. बट that was the calling कि बस अभी I was getting too comfortable in my corporate job, and अगर मैं खुद इस तरफ नहीं आ रही हूँ तो मुझे यहाँ भेजा गया. So yeah, I like to take it that way. So
it was pushed by the universe. You had to do this. There was no option.
Yeah, so for August 2008, I joined Cushman. Feb, I was fired. August 2009, I scored my first series, Akubi-chan, title role.
That's very nice. Less than 6 months. Just over 6 months. It's damn cool.
Yeah. उससे पहले भी छोटी चीजें मिल रही थी, but Akubi-chan was one series where I scored an entire series, and that was title role.
Very nice. Okay, the reason I've been building up to all of this is because you started your own audio production company called Potbelly Audio, and how did that work? Yes. How did that work?
So don't know. I don't know how this has happened, but people who have worked with me in the capacity of an artist always appreciated um, the talent or probably the ease of business or the way they would want to deal with someone who has the insight of how things are done. So they always used to come back to me and say, "अरे वो ये वाला हमको चाहिए." And these clients are not really part of the mainstream dubbing and audio industry. These are like corporate clients. उनको पता नहीं है where to go, who to ask. तो they used to hang on to me कि अरे एक और project आया है, आप इसके लिए ये मेरे लिए कर दीजिए. हाँ, कर देंगे. So I don't know, दीदी. Okay. ये सारे मेरे दोस्त ना.
It's good to have friends like this who keep you grounded. Very nice. Yeah.
So yeah. So they used to come and tell me कि पूजा हमारे लिए ये handle कर दो, वो handle कर दो. Then I used to draw checks from my account and pay every other talent who has worked on the project. Then my CA started questioning me कि ये क्या है? तो ये काम है मेरे लिए. लोगों ने किया कंपनी डालो, ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. सेविंग अकाउंट से तुम चेक दे रहे हो. मैंने कहा so I was made to start a separate entity. It's called Potbelly Audio, and we take contracts for dubbing and translation. But I have always been very लंबी है voicing artist, शायरा अच्छी. दीदी I'm blushing. I love you, Pinky Didi. So yeah. हाँ, तो ये शुरू हुआ एंड अच्छा चला, बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है. मतलब माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है. So you think talent is दीदी मत करो ऐसा. Anyway. Okay. So yeah. तो शुरू हुआ. बट मेरी हमेशा से ये कोशिश रही कि मेरे क्लाइंट जो हैं वो कॉर्पोरेट. ट्रैवल चैटर आनंदिता इज हियर और शी इज अ ग्रेट इन्फ्लुएंसर. आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी कंट्रीज शी इज बिन टू एंड शी इज हियर वाचिंग मी लाइक व्हाट्स अप. तो या Potbelly Audio.
Potbelly Audio. Now you have a lot of corporate clients, as you just told me. So, if you're looking at corporate clients, what's the sort of voiceover needs or the dubbing needs that they require? So, can you tell us how the industry is evolving in that way as well? It's not just about entertainment and media, but how is the corporate angle coming into it now?
So a lot of communication and content has been created to a lot of brands. They cannot actually do mass advertising, but they still need to communicate. So even during this lockdown, I am handling projects for Dr. Reddy's, and they are trying to educate people about diabetes, about basic sanitization, basic healthcare needs that they have to take during this pandemic situation. So a communication has to go out, even if it's on a massive level like advertising or radio or any traditional medium. But there's so much more. Or there is another. I have experience in recording a lot of audio dramas or audio shows where we are required to train the customer service executives and present multiple scenarios to them in a dramatized fashion.
Okay. Why is it dramatized, if I may ask?
So we present scenario A and scenario B. For example, there was this one project I had done for a telecom service provider, and they wanted to educate that if a person walking inside the gallery and he is completely pissed about the fact that he's not been getting the range, or he feels that he's been overcharged, but it gets difficult if the person is an auto rickshaw wala. He's अपने गाड़ी को ऐसे बाहर रोड पे लगा कर आया है, and he's still your customer. He still wants the information. You still want to help him, but he may or may not understand the message in first go. He may or may not have the technical knowledge of how to operate a phone. या फिर जो उसको मैसेज आया है वो इग्नोर करना था या उस पर रिएक्ट करना था. He will not know. So even if he's angry, you have to just calm him down, handle each customer with empathy and compassion. So general scenarios and extreme scenarios. So that's why it was required to have a dramatized version.
Now, when a lot of people are looking at this niche in the industry, in the voicing business, everyone assumes that the only jobs that you can get into are going to be, voicing jobs. But over here, that's what we do at Seal. We help people get into new careers, explore a bunch of different options, as we were talking about. So apart from, so let's say if you are looking at hiring a bunch of freshers from Seal, for example, what are the jobs that they can sort of look forward to? What are the areas that they can look at, and what are the qualities that they need?
So first of all, let me just take this thing off the table के अगर आप voicing industry में हो तो सिर्फ voice artist हो. It's as silly as saying है अगर आप रेडियो में काम करते हो तो सिर्फ आप RJ हो. There's so much more that goes at the back end, and those jobs and those roles are equally important. From a studio manager to a sound engineer, the technical guy, the dubbing director, the translator, the person who is the dubbing coordinator, everyone is playing such an important role. So people who are listening to me right now and have any kind of aspiration to become part of this industry should know that it's not only limited to voicing. You may eventually realize, no, this is one particular stream of this industry I would like to swing my talent towards, but it doesn't necessarily have to be only voicing. You can still be part of the voicing and dubbing industry by doing something else, not being in forefront, but an equally important role. All of us, see, artists are handicapped if we don't have a right dubbing director. Why do you think we are able to perform in front of the mic? Because see, as an artist, we are only shown the portion where our character is appearing on screen. उससे पहले क्या हुआ, उसके बाद क्या हुआ, nobody is there. If there is nobody to put things in perspective or give us the right context, how do you think we are able to perform to our best? So yeah, there's so many other roles that that can be a separate talk altogether. I don't want to get into every role in detail, but yeah, there's so much more that goes on.
How many languages have you dubbed in, or have you given voices to?
So my primary language are Hindi and English. My mother tongue Sindhi sadly has no status of being a regional language. So that's off the table. But when I dub for ads, I remember recording in 12 or maybe 14 different languages, including Nepali and Manipuri.
Okay. How easy or how tough, how challenging is that?
I become a tota. I just phonetically replicate what the language supervisor is telling me. If you ask me to recollect or understand the grammar, क्योंकि उसमें ad की जो line थी, उसमें brand का नाम था, जो free offer दे रहे थे वो था, and so these were like English terms. I'd only had to fill some grammar or articles in between to connect the sentences.
Okay.
But even that I was not getting right for a couple of takes. But भोजपुरी में बोल रहे थे आपका accent नहीं आ रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई non भोजपुरी बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा है. Then I used to just replicate.
Oh, okay. You just replicate. I was going to ask, how do you practice for the different accents?
You can't. I mean, at least that's my shortcoming. I can't keep working on every accent that I listen to. But then again, do you have language supervisors who are there to correct on the grammar, on the diction, pronunciation, on right emphasis of right words? Because हिंदी में जैसे हम sentence construct कर रहे हैं, मलयालम में उसका उल्टा होता है, probably. You, like, for example, my name is Pooja, मेरा नाम पूजा है. मलयालम में probably और any other language में पूजा मेरा नाम है. तो वो लैंग्वेज सुपरवाइजर आपको बताता है कि इसका एम्फेसिस कहाँ होना चाहिए, वो डिलीवर कैसे करना चाहिए. सो 12 languages only for ads. If there are lengthy scripts, no, only Hindi.
Okay.
पिंकी दीदी बोल रही है अंग्रेजों से भोजपुरी बोलवाएंगे, कैसे चलेगा?
तो भैया कैसे चलेगा?
अरे अरे दीदी ने मुझसे तमिल करवाया था एंड आई सो हियर्स अ क्यूट एनेक्डोट अबाउट पिंकी दीदी. सो आई डोंट नो व्हाट मेक्स हर बिलीव इन मी सो मच कि उन्होंने मुझे एक बार तमिल करवाने को कहा, तमिल तेलुगु कुछ बोला था करने के लिए एंड आई वाज नॉट वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट. मैंने कहा दीदी मैं नहीं करूँगी. इसलिए तू करेगी. इसलिए दीदी रिजेक्ट हो गया तो बाद में देखेंगे, तू करेगी. इसलिए ओके. इनके कहने पर मैंने कर दिया एंड आई स्टिल हैव दैट स्क्रीनशॉट सेव्ड वेयर द क्लाइंट साइड जो QC कर रहा था, the regional head who was actually a Tamilian had sent compliments on the performance.
Oh, so you are a voice chameleon.
But Pinky Didi, you know, put her bets on me, or she makes me challenge my Tamil and Telugu. There she is. She's confirming it. So, and I was like, ये आप ही करवा सकते हो मुझसे.
Good. She doesn't let you stay in a comfort zone.
No, I shy away. I think there is no point doing injustice and something which is sounding made up because I've never done it before. तो मैं नहीं करूँगी. नहीं तू करेगी.
You also won a couple of awards, right, for the best voice over artist. Can you take us a little bit? How does that feel, getting recognized? Because a lot of times we don't recognize the voice over artist. We recognize the character.
There's a cute story behind that award thing. It happened last December. So इससे पहले तो कोई specific awards है या नहीं है. I have very limited knowledge about all that. But one of the fellow voiceover artists, he's been in the industry for a very long, has started this initiative of India Voice Fest, where he brings all people who are related to voicing industry under one roof. And I think that it has run 2 successful seasons and I've never been able to attend it. Even this time around, I was not in the country. I was in Dubai. And the pattern is that you send your nominations and they are going to create a category and present the award. The jury is going to decide who wins the award. Now, because I was sure कि मैं नहीं जा पाऊंगी, I did not even bother to send my entries. तो मैंने कहा मैं जा रही हूँ वहाँ पे. And the news broke to me when I was in Dubai that you have won the award.
Okay.
For best audiobook narration. It's like, what? Has the best audiobook won the award for best audiobook narrated? No, you as a narrator have won. मैंने तो entry भी नहीं भेजी थी.
Did the publisher send it?
Yeah, they were one of the sponsors. And they sent the entry कि these are one of our most we had received a lot of listenership on these audiobooks, so we would like to nominate these people. And then the news broke, like, how is that possible? So I had to come and collect the award from the organizers at the backdrop of their function and pose with the award. Like, okay, thank you. So yeah, that's one cute thing.
Now with the whole lockdown, how do you see the business evolving? How's the business right now? What do you see once the lockdown lifts?
We are yet to find out, to be honest. And not just voicing industry, the impact this pandemic and the lockdown situation has had on our lives, personal and professional, is huge. And things will take a lot of time to get back to where they were, and we would still be hesitant in because as artists we travel within the city a lot into multiple studios because we have, as freelancers, we have multiple recordings during the day. So wo in and out and the AC chalti rehti hai in the same environment. We use the same headphones. We are exposed to the same mic. So I'm sure people who are running the studios must have thought about some measures to precautionary measures. In fact, even before the lockdown was enforced, the scare about corona was anyway around, and we were really using a lot of sanitizers and sanitizing the handles more often than not. But I think it काम अफेक्ट होगा नहीं होगा, कम होगा ज़्यादा होगा, पता नहीं, because thankfully our technology, our profession to a great extent allows us to record from home and send the files. But again, you can only do a certain kind of project. Sync dubbing wala, where you are also required to be your own audio engineer and you have to dub the lines in sync. वो हो नहीं पाएगा because not everyone has the same kind of equipment or they have the technical knowledge to deliver. And I think work from home for us is far more challenging than anyone else because we need complete silence. So I have my laptop with me. I have the entire system, a portable system that I have with me, and I've been doing a lot of recordings every day. But because of the fact that it has to be completely silent, the ambience, you cannot excuse your family and occupy an entire room for more than 2 to 3 hours an entire day. So that actually puts a huge barrier for unless you are living on your own. If you are living with your family, आप उनको नहीं बोल सकते किचन में मत जाना, आप टीवी धीमे आवाज पे देखना. So I think it's unfair on their part also, on our part also, कि हम उनको क्यों excuse करें अपनी देर के लिए. So yeah. And I remember speaking to one other fellow artist yesterday कि अब तक तो बाहर कोई honking नहीं हो रही है.
Yeah.
So we can choose कि 2 घंटे हम कौन से choose कर सकते हैं. अब तक तो बारिश शुरू नहीं हुई है. Imagine पतरे पे बारिश गिर रही है and you're not able to record.
Yeah, because not everyone is going to build a home studio. It's not going to be possible.
And not feasible also. Yeah? I mean, you cannot have a makeshift cubicle and occupy. I don't know how big houses people have, how big their families are. There must be kids at home.
But we tough.
So not really giving a dark response, but I think we are yet to find out how things go after the lockdown is relaxed.
Oh, we've crossed our 40-minute session now. So
Okay.
probably have just a quick wrap up.
Yeah.
Can we have a nice sign off from you?
My nice sign off, as I had promised, Aditya was his name.
Iceberg Aditya.
Iceberg Aditya. So yeah, I think the good sign off will be to speak to him in Badri's voice and give him a glimpse of the laughter that took 12 sessions to finalize. So I'll tell you why it took 12 sessions, because the title role goes with 2 characters, Bandbud and Burbak. So one is a dimwit and the other one is super badmash, like beep badmash, and that's it. तो कई बार लोग मुझे आके बोलते हैं ना कि अरे तुम ये कैरेक्टर के लिए बिल्कुल फिट हो, ये बच्चा बहुत बदमाश है. तो आई समटाइम्स गेट कंफ्यूज कि ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट दे रहा है या बेइज्जती कर रहा है. ये बदमाश बच्चा तुम अच्छा करो, क्या मतलब है तुम्हारा? So yeah, I'll do Bandbud and Budbak का बदेरा. So दीदी बोल रही है शायरी, अनुषा बोल रही है शायरी, then there's a lot of शायरी. Okay, so first I'll do Badri and then probably a शायरी. So yeah, उसके ना कुछ तकिया कलाम है. He says lallan top, and he always addresses his friend as partner. अरे तो फिकर मत कर पार्टनर, तेरा दोस्त है ना, हर चीज को कर देंगे एकदम लल्लन टॉप. This was the last thing.
Okay.
Oh, Ravi is also here. Ravi is a dear family friend.
एक बार नहीं तो.
Nahi To is a ghazal which I had recorded for Urdu Studio. So here's a personal slice of my life. I love Urdu poetry. I read a lot of ghazals, and during this lockdown I had also started this feature called एक गज़ल रोज़ाना. So 21 दिन मैंने 21 गज़लें पढ़ के सुनाई थी. So that's why they are just एक गज़ल के बारे में. So नहीं तो is one of the video which I had shot for Urdu Studio.
Okay.
मुर्गा बना देंगे ये डायलॉग. हाँ, अरे this someone who is watching. हाँ, नहीं तो सर मुर्गा बना देंगे. हाँ, nice. डायलॉग नहीं बोलेंगे, हो गया अभी बस. I'll quickly write.
शायरी. We are waiting for the शायरी.
Yeah. एक्चुअली पूरी गजल तो मुझे इस वक्त याद नहीं है, एंड इफ आई स्विच स्क्रीन तो ये लाइव इंटरप्ट हो जाएगा, बट ये जितनी भी गजलें मैंने पढ़ के सुनाई हैं, उसमें अम्मार इकबाल का एक शेर, उस पूरी गजल का एक शेर मुझे बहुत पसंद आया है, जिसमें उन्होंने कहा है कि तुम बनाओ किसी तस्वीर पे कोई रास्ता, तुम बनाओ किसी तस्वीर पे कोई रास्ता, मैं बनाता हूँ कहीं दूर से आता हुआ मैं।
That is deep.
अम्मार इकबाल, ये गजल, ये शेर मुझे बहुत 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 पसंद है।
Why does it resonate with you so much?
Because see, after reading so many ghazals, आपको लगता है कि नया क्या है, ये तो मिलता जुलता ख्याल है, मिलती जुलती बहर है, इसी ज़मीन पे किसी ने और ने भी कुछ लिखा है, पर ये कितना प्यारा थॉट, और ये पूरी गज़ल ही बहुत ज़्यादा शानदार है। मेरा फ़ोन, मेरा जिस पे वो लिखी हुई है वो मेरे पास नहीं है, अगर 1 मिनट हो तो मैं तुरंत ले आती हूँ, एंड आई कैन रीड दैट एंटायर गज़ल एंड दैट विल मेक फुल सेंस कि ये शेर मुझे क्यों पसंद आया है।
Let's do it. He's coming back in a minute. Please stay on if you want to listen to the whole ghazal. So, we've had a very, very good chat so far, and as we wait for Pooja to come back with the couplet, just want to tell all the students who are out there that this is an entirely new stream that you should be looking at. Apart from just being a voiceover artist, there are so many different things, there are different aspects of the whole recording industry that people have no idea about, and that is something that what we try to do at SEAL, try to give you multiple options that you can take a look at. Do a live session with Shairi on her. That will depend on how much time she has in the coming week.
And they don't have that kind of audience, Anusha. These students are not interested in Shairi. They want to know the career options. So I'll quickly get on with that. Oh, I love this so much. Ammar Iqbal was my greatest find of this entire exercise. So when I had started this Ek Ghazal Rozana, that time I had no idea it will turn out to be an entirely फरमाइश-driven feature.
Okay.
But पहले वीडियो के बाद से ही the tone was set because the शायर and शायराज themselves used to send के प्लीज़ हमारा ये पढ़ लो. तो इमेजिन शायर ने खुद बोला है कि हमारी शायरी पढ़ लो. So उमैर नजमी शाहरुख Yes, found it. So patient. दीदी को Alright. मुझसे बनता हुआ तू, तुझको बनाता हुआ मैं. मुझसे बनता हुआ तू, तुझको बनाता हुआ मैं. गीत होता हुआ तू, गीत सुनाता हुआ मैं. एक कूज़े के तसव्वुर से जुड़े हम दोनों, एक कूज़े के तसव्वुर से जुड़े हम दोनों. नक्श देता हुआ तू, चाक घुमाता हुआ मैं. तुम बनाओ किसी तस्वीर में कोई रास्ता, मैं बनाता हूँ कहीं दूर से आता हुआ मैं. एक तस्वीर के तकमील के हम दो पहलू, एक तस्वीर की तकमील के हम दो पहलू. रंग भरता हुआ तू, रंग बनाता हुआ मैं. मुझको ले जाए कहीं दूर बहाती हुई तू, मुझको ले जाए कहीं दूर बहाती हुई तू. तुझको ले जाऊं कहीं दूर उड़ाता हुआ मैं. एक इबारत है जो तहरीर नहीं हो पाई, एक इबारत है जो तहरीर नहीं हो पाई. मुझको लिखता हुआ तू, तुझको मिटाता हुआ मैं. इस शेर पे गौर फरमाइएगा. मेरे सीने में कहीं खुद को छुपाता हुआ तू, मेरे सीने में कहीं खुद को छुपाता हुआ तू. तेरे सीने से तेरा दर्द चुराता हुआ मैं, कांच का होके मेरे आगे बिखरता हुआ तो, कांच का होके मेरे आगे बिखरता हुआ तू, किरचियों को तेरी पलकों से उठाता हुआ मैं। अम्मा इकबाल।
Very, very, very good. I wish you had a louder audience who could, where we could hear the applause, because it's coming in
Other.
spades over here on the comments.
Nice.
This has been one of the finest sessions we've had on a Sunday evening. Thank you so much. You
Thank
just
you.
brightened all of our lockdown so much. Thank you so much for this.
ये मुश्किल दौर है, गुजर जाएगा आगे
Thank you so much, Pooja, for your time. Bye bye.